Welcome back to Searchlight. It's August 14th. We've got 4 shows across 4 cities and 3 states today, but a quick announcement before we begin. Up until this point, Searchlight has been run by one person. That's me. I've been doing the research, the writing, the editing, the graphics, the social media, etc. And I love bringing this series to you 3 times a week. But in order to maintain the schedule and push the quality forward, I've got to expand. So I'm actively looking for a video editor proficient in After Effects to join the Searchlight team. And while I conduct that search, we're going to temporarily adjust our schedule. So what does that mean? That means that our Tuesday and Friday public YouTube episodes will take a brief pause, but we will continue to roll out our Sunday Patreon exclusive episodes as well as our bi-weekly viewer appreciation episodes. So if you or someone you know is interested in helping build the future of Searchlight, reach out to me directly at searchlightgd@gmail.com. We appreciate the support. We are looking forward to the future. Let's get into August 14th. There's only one place to start today, and it's the Berkeley Community Theatre, 1971. David Crosby's birthday. He sits in for the encore. We've also got Ned Lagin sitting in for part of the second set, a fantastic other one. But we've had this show earmarked since the first time we heard it, and it's for one reason. It's Garcia's solo on the Brokedown Palace. And you know, after he passed away, Dylan described his playing as moody, awesome, sophisticated, hypnotic, and subtle. This solo is all of those things, and plus, we always look for an excuse to whip out the Garcia Guitar Timeline here. He plays it on a 1971 Les Paul Deluxe, as we can see in this wonderful photo taken by Bob Marks at the Berkeley Community Theatre. As we discussed on August 7th, from 1970 to 1971, Garcia played over a dozen different guitars. And he played this Les Paul only 2 times, tonight in Berkeley and the following night, which would make it the last 2 times he ever played a Gibson while performing with the Grateful Dead. Something to consider if you're in Berkeley over the next 2 days. Let's have a listen to this solo on Brokedown Palace. Let's hop on 80 and head northeast for Cal Expo 1991 for a great tape, but even better show that features a rain theme to start the second set here after Sacramento got what Evan S. Hunt called a thunder bumper between the first and second set. Sailor Saint 71 says it was the first time it rained in Sacramento for 127 days. I guess it cooled things off for a hot second set that features the ever elusive Supplication Jam. Just how elusive? Well, the great David Davis from GratefulSeconds.com tells us that out of 126 performances, Supplication was only played 15 times where it was not preceded by Lazy Lightning, and only 5 times in the 90s. So let's savor this Supplication Jam that serves as a bit of a bridge between Estimated Prophet and Uncle John's band here at the Cal Expo in Sacramento, 1991. Before we go to the Pacific Northwest, let's go to Denver for a show that Brooklyn Deadhead 23's been looking forward to, or really a run of shows he's been looking forward to. The McNichols Arena, 1979. Now, as many of our viewers are probably aware, this run of shows began at Red Rocks, but heavy rains forced the band indoors for Monday and Tuesday shows. But it really doesn't matter which venue. This is a fantastic run of shows, and it was all recorded by Betty Cantor-Jackson. Now, remember, 1979 is a transition year, not just with Keith and Donna's departure and Brent joining the band, but also at the front of house, with Betty Cantor-Jackson's role becoming much more limited. However, there are a handful of shows in 1979 recorded by Betty, and this is one of them. And coincidentally, it features the first performance of Easy to Love You, a song written by Brent Mydland, who she began dating right around this period. Now, there are a number of different songs we wanted to feature today. We love this first set. We really like the playing in the band, but Brooklyn Deadhead 23 has convinced us to play the Easy to Love You, a sound that he compares to the Michael McDonald Doobie Brothers era in the most affectionate way. So let's have a listen to the first performance of Easy to Love You from the McNichols Arena, 1979.
Breathe my evening, stay beside me when the sunlight fades away. Don't leave me darkness, she is no lover, she hides the day. You don't know how easy it is, you don't know how easy it is to love you.
We'll finish in Seattle, 1981. The Seattle Coliseum, a structure like the Space Needle that was built for the 1962 World's Fair, the Century 21 Exposition. And like the 1964 World's Fair, which we touched on in the July 12th episode, this World's Fair features a film by Charles Eames, The House of Science, a film that challenged contemporary stigmas of scientists and argued that scientists were not detached or distant figures, but ordinary people driven by curiosity and imagination, whose methods were an interplay between idea and experiment, with the ultimate goal of getting outside of oneself to understand the underlying order, or really chaos, of the universe. Sounds a lot like a Dead show. Now, no soundboard from the show, but we do have a tape of this rather unusual jam that comes after the I Know You writer here in the second set. So let's have a listen to this interplay between idea and experiment during this jam that was recorded in the shadow of the Space Needle at the Seattle Coliseum in 1981. That does it for August 14th. As we said at the top of the broadcast, we'll be taking a short break from our Tuesday and Friday episodes as we bring someone new onto the team. But we'll be continuing with our Patreon exclusive episodes on Sunday and our bi-weekly viewer appreciation episodes. Now, we wish we had physical media for everyone, but we do have a couple of things we'd like to pass along to say thank you for tuning in thus far. So if you're comfortable with it, send your mailing address to searchlightgd@gmail.com. We'll see our Patreons on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.